I'm back, everybody. Hooray!
You're back.
Yes. No one was really sad that I was gone. They were all
No,
like, "Oh, J-Train, hooray!"
yeah, people seem to like that. And I was like, we were really brief and didn't make any jokes.
Yeah, some people didn't like it. Someone went to me and said, "It was kind of boring, sorry. No offense." I'm like, I wasn't there.
It was just the news. It's
One,
all your
one
fault.
guy, one
It was
guy
so
was upset that you didn't make up a reason for why I wasn't there. One guy.
I thought about that after I recorded it. I was like, oh, I forgot to give a reason for why he wasn't there.
Yes, and the reason why was because I was busy defeating my arch nemesis. He's a farmer. He's a very mean farmer, and he has a tractor of death. Son of a bitch.
He gets rid of your coin.
Yes, he, we're gonna have a big epic battle.
I would think your arch nemesis would be a crow.
Oh, he's up there. The farmer's my Joker, the crow is Two-Face.
Alright.
And we have, let's see, and those guys who make that synthetic, stuff with corn syrup, they're like a giant group of evil people. Anyway, Eric, you go with the first one.
Alright, so the first story I kind of covered last week, or this week, kind of. I don't know, because we were late. But the Heroes for Hire thing, like literally the day after we recorded that, Dan Abnett, or Abnett and Lanning, or whoever the hell it is.
One of them.
Yeah, one or both of them. It lists as DNA.
So it's both of them.
Okay, well apparently they're both saying the exact same thing at the same time.
They are the Borg. They're like the Borg.
Yeah, it doesn't differentiate who's saying what. It just says DNA. There's been a little bit more information released. The entire cast, at least for the first arc, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, is Punisher, Moon Knight, Shroud, Elektra, Paladin, Silver Sable, Ghost Rider, Iron Fist, Falcon, Misty Knight, and possibly several more.
Possibly several more?
Well, the way that they explain it is apparently there's going to be like a core team, and then they'll bring in like specialists based on each like adventure as necessary.
Kind of like JLU, kinda?
Yeah, probably. That's actually probably a really good analogy.
I was hesitant on saying that. I'm like, this might sound stupid, but I'll say it.
Well, it seems like they were talking about like J-Train brought up that Punisher doesn't seem like a guy that would be on Heroes for Hire. Well, not necessarily all of them would be going for the money. Like you might get Ghost Rider because you're dealing with something demonic, and he's just going to deal with that. Now, that being said, I really hope that Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, and Iron Fist are part of the core team, because I'm going to be disappointed if none of them are like the consistent team. But that's really all I got. I'm excited for the book as long as they stay as like main characters.
It looks cool. I love them on the writers on the cosmic stuff, so hopefully it's...
And I really like that pretty much everyone on the team doesn't belong together.
Yes, they could have they should like throw in me and like random people in there. We're gonna have let's see, the most random characters ever on this team just because.
Squirrel Girl will probably show
Squirrel Girl? Frogman!
Batroc the Leaper will be one of the villains.
I want that to happen. That'd be sweet.
I want that team. I want like Batroc the Leaper and like Leapfrog and like Stiltman and like all the useless villains. They're never going to become cool.
All like the one-time Iron Man villains, and there's probably a good dozen of those that we could list. If we could find it.
Just the villains that like nobody is ever going to take seriously. I want a team of them and make them like, and everyone just reacts like, "Oh God,
we're all gonna die." They're led by like the most pathetic leader on the planet. Like, okay, guys, we're gonna defeat them. Maybe we can do this later. Apparently, they're led by a Mickey Mouse with like poor self-esteem, according to my voice. Oh. Anyway, next one, and all these are kind of lumped together. So, DC says they're going bi-coastal, shutting down Wildstorm and Zuda, but I don't really care about Zuda. I don't know if anyone does.
I don't know. No one has talked. What is Zuda?
Apparently it's like a digital comic that we don't know and we don't care. And they also said that they're cutting their staff by 20%.
Um,
But
this
according to
this is
this,
part of the DC's restructuring as a company.
yeah, well, more on the lines of like DC Entertainment.
The 20% of the staff thing is kind of true, but it's kind of not. Apparently, some of this isn't getting fired; they're just getting moved to a different part of DC or something like that.
Yeah, that's how it was explained to me later.
Um,
So no one's losing their job. Well, unless
no, people are losing their jobs, but not everyone.
yeah, like it's like they don't have that many people. It's like a 20% of like 250 people.
Yeah, I was surprised to find there were so few people too.
Yeah, like again, I don't know what's really the inner workings of a company, but that seems kind of small even for a comic book company, especially like the big one of the big ones.
And I didn't understand what's the importance of the bi-coastal thing. I didn't get that.
I think because where are they going? L.A. Like because they still want to be based in New York because
The comic book stuff is going to be based in New York. Apparently, everything else is getting moved to.
well, Hollywood. They want
Yeah,
to Hollywood. That makes sense.
I guess that does make some sense. I don't know. And then the Wildstorm thing actually ended up kind of being the thing that got talked about the most.
Oh yeah, I think there are people still talking about it.
Yeah, well, they're closing down Wildstorm. Apparently, the characters aren't getting rid of, or they aren't getting rid of the
Well,
characters.
well, the
Apparently,
Wildstorm characters, like in the universe, are like that universe is one of the DC 52 Earths.
is it
So yeah, it is. So
okay?
they
Well,
it,
so they could maybe just get folded in as like a DC book set on one of the Earths.
the only concern I have, but it's a creator owned, so I'm not like incredibly concerned, is Astro
Astro
City.
City.
Yes,
I
I cried for like 2 minutes.
I really wouldn't be surprised if one DC maybe made like an Icon-esque line to support something like that.
Or they
Um,
just publish it under DC because they do that.
or they publish it under DC, or he takes it to Image or Icon.
Well, it was at Image when Wildstorm was a part of Image, so yeah, that'd be kind.
Uh,
I don't know. He doesn't like, and they asked like him and a lot of the other because for the creator owned stuff that was on Wildstorm, they haven't been really talk. They haven't really talked about it yet. What's going to happen to them, or what like their plans for it. So yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what happens. At the same time, I'm not like, oh man, Wildstorm's going away.
Yeah,
I like the Authority. I do, and I like Planetary.
but you're not reading Authority right now.
No, I'm not reading Authority right now. I'm not reading Wildcats right now.
And with Astro City and Me, that book comes out so sporadically that it's kind of not like a humongous worry.
Wildstorm is essentially to me the company that I'll get around to. Like the thing, like yeah.
Well, will
I'm
you
gonna
now
check it
because it's
out.
closed? It's closing down. What are they? Well, I'm concerned about how are they going to like put out the trades and stuff.
I'm hoping like the Authority is 4 volumes.
Yeah.
The first one, the fourth one are out of print. Um,
Well, the softcover version of the fourth one's coming out sometime in a few months, isn't it?
oh, is it getting re-released?
Well, it only came out in hardcover, so it hasn't come out in softcover yet.
No. I'm talking about the original The Authority with Warren Ellis and Mark Millar.
I'm thinking of Planetary. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no. The Authority, the first one, the fourth
Yeah, I know
one.
those are out of print.
So I'm hoping that maybe by getting rid of Wildstorm and just folding into DC, we might get more reprints of that stuff. Joe Casey's stuff on Wildcats is out of print. There's a lot of Wildstorm stuff out.
Well, I don't know what that means now, but they're putting it back. Like they're putting like a big 12-issue volume of it, of like the first 12 issues out of it. So yeah.
Oh, really? I know that. But still, like I'm hoping that folding into DC, maybe we'll get some more trade running of.
It's DC and trades, Eric. You really have that much
Yeah,
faith?
that's true. Still waiting for Aquaman.
I'm still waiting for the soft covers of a lot of things.
Oh no, well that's different. That's just them taking a while. I don't know if
I'm
we'll
also
ever get
waiting
David
for
Aquaman.
something I wanted to read that I was told was awesome. I want them to put back Secret Identity, like Superman Secret Identity in print, you bastards. Damn you.
What is that?
It's it's a 4-issue Elseworld story Kurt Busiek did, where it's kind of how they based off Superboy Prime. Like the idea is it's this kid who is named Clark Kent who discovers he has.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing about that.
I love that story. I almost got it, but we're too late on it, and someone else bought it. I'm all set.
All right, so the next story is kind of a non-story.
They set a release date.
Yeah, they've officially announced that in November they're going to start shooting Ghost Rider 2: Spirit of Vengeance, and that it's going to come out in February in 2012.
Wow.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
That's all new we know. It's still Nick Cage. It's still the Crank guys. It's still being based on a David S. Goyer script. That's really all we know. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
I didn't hate the first one.
I love the first one. It's a terrible movie. It's fantastic.
Again, I agree. It's terrible. Like that's what I'm trying to say. I'll agree it's bad, but I enjoyed it. My mom thinks it's awesome because Sam Elliott's in it.
Sam Elliott is awesome in it.
I know. I don't disagree with her, but Mom's like, how can you make fun of this movie? Mom, you're not watching it, are you? You're just watching Sam Elliott's scenes.
But this one's supposed to be darker and more serious, and I dig
Yeah,
that.
aren't they pushing for like a really hard PG-13 rating?
Yeah, it's supposed to be hard PG-13. So yeah, the one thing I'm hoping is that we get a good antagonist, because we got 4 crappy ones.
They get that team we mentioned earlier of all the crappy villains. That'd be funny.
Still, man, that'd awesome.
That'd be awesome. Oh, we should all root for that Stiltman for the villain. Let's see. I'm trying to read this here. Currently shooting in Romania, blah blah blah. Has already teased the possibility of him fighting against Dracula.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It would be.
If he fought Dracula, Blade would have to come in, though. I refuse to have...
You refuse to have a Marvel movie project without Blade?
No, a Marvel movie project that has vampires.
Yeah, I meant to say that, without vampires.
Yeah, no, if there's vampires, Blade has to show up.
It's a part of the Constitution, you see. Blade has to be in this.
If you're going to have vampires, Blade has to show up at some point. It's the law.
If you don't do this, a horrible storm will occur that'll end like all of one part of humanity. I don't know. It won't kill everyone. It'll destroy like a small town in Arkansas.
If Dracula's in it, I want Ghost Rider to be not a dark movie, but like an intentionally kind of silly movie.
An intentionally silly.
Like the first movie took itself it didn't take itself seriously, but it isn't what it's trying to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if Ghost Rider is fighting Dracula, I want it to be like a Robert Rodriguez, like intentionally B movie kind of a thing.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Like Monster Squad.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
That's a fantastic movie.
It is. I need to rewatch it.
All right, so the next story.
Hold on, let me just check the time real quick. Yeah, we can get this one up. They showed the trailer for the animated All-Star Superman movie. Thoughts, Eric? Like all the trailers for these movies, they were really pushed on. We have to make this the most epic action movie of all time.
Well, there's a couple of lines from Luther that I thought were like, I was like, yeah, like it got me pumped.
Did you ever see the trailer for Apocalypse, the one that's coming out?
I don't think so.
It's just her name is Kara Zor-El, and then it's random fight scenes.
Yeah, they do.
Like this had I'm glad to see scenes from the comic in here. The way it looks, I know they weren't good. I don't think it looks anything like Quietly, and I'm okay with that.
Well, what bothered me is looking at it was they didn't try to make it look like Quietly. They just put Quietly faces on everyone. Like the faces, they've got the Quietly lips and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know. It's not Frank Quietly artwork.
Yeah, again, you can't do that in animation. That's too.
I think you could.
I don't know on the budget.
I don't think Bruce Timm could do it. That's the thing.
On the budget these people have.
I don't even know if it's a budget thing. I just think
No, it's a budget thing. That's why these things are so short.
I know why they're so short, but I don't know if you couldn't get a better design.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I just feel like